This episode of Intelligence Check is sponsored by Magic Mind, the mental performance shot. If you're looking to boost your focus, energy, and productivity naturally, or if you're looking to cut down on your daily caffeine, you need to check out this energy shot. The folks at Magic Mind were kind enough to send us a 15-day supply to try out, and I have been drinking it as both a morning coffee replacement and a replacement for a second cup of coffee later in the day, and I have felt mentally sharper and have had reduced stress. One shot has about the same amount of caffeine as half a cup of coffee while packing in the benefits of matcha and 11 other super ingredients backed by science that have helped me feel more focused. Use the discount code INTELLIGENCE20 at checkout at magicmind.com/intelligencecheck to get 20% off your order. Plus, you can subscribe to get the number of shots you want delivered when you want them, and enjoy big savings by using our discount code to get 48% off your first subscription order. And with our 100-day money-back guarantee, there's no risk in trying it. So go to magicmind.com/intelligencecheck, and don't forget, use the code INTELLIGENCE20 for your exclusive discount.
Dear Log, so the last time I write to you, I had met several new kindred at the behest of one Lillian Graves, a hoity-toity representative of the Prince of the Philadelphia. One of the sheep that was working for him was murdered, and for some reason they are entrusting 4 hilariously mismatched strangers to solve the crime with the promise of a boon, a gift from the prince of whatever is in his power to give us. Isaac, the clean freak, seemed hesitant of my dusty grotesqueness, but warmed up considerably when he learned of how clean I keep the equipment in my van. He may be a valuable ally against the others, should I need it. Of the others, Elias is practically a baby and should be easy enough to handle. The last one, the animalistic foreigner Dart, is a big prick. The party instantly split up. Isaac and I went to check out the information left for us at the safe house that Lillian had set up. The other 2 went to the crime scene. After finding absolutely no new information, we met up with them. Dart summoned some delicious mice to search the premises for clues. We find many artifacts and books on artifacts, including one from ancient Egypt, which may or may not be important. I don't remember. I hacked into the victim's personal computer, checked her emails, and came up with a name, Solomon. As we were readying ourselves to leave, we discovered that we were being spied on by an intruder. Who could it be? What does it want? Can I eat the mice? I must get back on the case. Until next time, stay sassy.
So welcome back, everyone, to our next session of Vampire the Masquerade. The last time we left off, all of our players were tasked with investigating the murder of a human woman in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and seeing exactly what had happened to her. When we last left our little coterie of Kindred, they were just leaving the home of the murdered woman, Elaine Cleghorn, and they saw a shadowy shape. I believe D'Artagnan saw a shadowy shape in the distance in the backyard, just disappearing behind a fence, and that's where we will pick up today. Now, Dart, I remember you saying you wanted to do something as far as...
I believe I said I just took off right after, like trying to stick to shadows, not just like sprinting down the street, but being like, I'm chasing it.
Okay. Are you chasing it just as you?
Yeah.
Okay. If you're trying to be slick, give me a stealth roll if you would. So that would be your dexterity and your stealth if you're trying to sneak up on this thing.
What am I looking for?
Dexterity and
I'm
stealth.
sorry, what number?
Target 7.
Ooh. One pass, but I got a 1 as well, so.
Okay. So you take off through the backyard. The rest of the fellas are all just kind of watching you quickly shoot off into the darkness. It's still the summer. There's not like fall leaves all over the ground or anything, but your footsteps are a little bit louder than you anticipated. You get to the fence and you look over and you see nothing.
How high is this fence? Is it just like normal fence height?
Probably like a 6-foot fence, just one of the wooden slatted.
All right, I'm going to jump over it anyway, just to get a closer look to see where the person might have gone.
Okay. What are the rest of you, the fellas, doing?
Well, he's gone. That was awkward. Do we follow him?
I don't know. Does he still have the mice?
I don't remember. Did he throw them in the field?
This was a long time ago.
I know.
Old and crazy.
I believe I released the mice, if I recall. I know I intended to, so I don't remember if I said that or not, but I definitely intended to.
I have audio equipment in the van that we might be able to hook up and listen.
Wait, so the mice are in the backyard?
Yeah.
I'm over that fence. I'm out. I'm not hanging out there.
You're following him.
I'm inadvertently now chasing the guy.
And how are you?
Are we gonna
just
get
hear-
in some cardio?
I guess so.
Dart, you're kneeling down, I guess, on the other side of the fence, just like looking for some sign of whatever was just there. You hear like, and then you see
I use his
Isaac.
back if he's kneeling to jump on him and over the fence. I'm out.
And yeah, so Isaac pops over on the other side. Are you doing anything, Dart, to like what are you looking for exactly?
I'm just looking for signs, footprints, tracking,
Okay.
smelling the air, like whatever I can to...
Give me an alertness perception. So however many dice you have in both of those, the target is 7 again.
3 successes, 1 of which is a 0.
So you sniff the air, you're looking in the ground, you're just trying to use all of these senses that you have developed for centuries of just the hunt and trying to find something in the air, some trace of whatever was here. But you cannot smell or see any signs of anything on the grass other than something that had walked through previously. Do they look like human footprints? It's unclear. But you do not smell anything in the air other than just the sense of a suburban summertime, plants, grass growing, a freshly mowed lawn maybe a few streets away, but nothing that is out of the ordinary that you can tell.
All right, that's definitely going to bug me because my guy is a good hunter. And if something just disappeared in the air, that's going to like basically put me on alert in and of itself. And I'm going to like turn back to Isaac and be like, something was here, but it seems to have just disappeared.
So I pop over Mr. Wilson style. Because I'm on the other side of this fence.
No, I was on the other side too. So
Oh, you went over?
Yeah,
we're
they
on
were
the
both
side.
over. You both over.
Well, then I'll see if I'm a better hunter. And I'll search the area real quick then,
Okay.
too. Is that okay?
That's fine.
right.
So you can try to do the same exact thing. Do an alertness
Okay.
and a perception. What are the other two goobers doing?
I think I'm just gonna kind of stroll up and I am gonna poke my head over the fence and just be like, "What's going on here, guys? Did a dog mark his territory or something?"
I guess I don't want to be alone, so I go with him, but I don't really say or do anything. I just watch and I go,
Dogs marking territory.
Yes, I smell the pee.
Yeah.
What I think is strange is that I only smell one freshly cut lawn. Usually the grass grow in many lawns.
Wow.
Think about
That keep that in mind for the case. That could be really
it's
important.
Probably a clue.
Yeah.
I only have
Probably a clue.
1 success total after everything.
So, Isaac, you kind of are using the skills that you may have used not recently, but at some point in your life just to try to look for something that has just quickly disappeared out of your view. You do not see or smell or really hear anything out of the ordinary either.
What is in the backyard of this house?
This is on the other side of this woman's. So you're in somebody else's backyard now?
Yeah. The random neighbors. I want you to describe what's in I'm thinking like just a sea of lawn gnomes. Just and like the little mushrooms that go with them and that kind of stuff.
It's pretty boring. It's just it's just grass. There's a swing set 35 feet away. Obviously, there's no kids playing on it right now because it's nighttime. It's practically midnight. I would say
At least 35 feet.
I mean, at least I get it.
Yeah.
It's a
So the
suburbs.
swing set's out by the
Yeah.
street.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
I get it.
Well, you guys were on the street. You've gone away from the street, and now you're going like
Gotcha.
behind. So you're going back towards like a neighborhood, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot. I mean, it's a regular old suburban yard. There's some potted plants, some shrubs, a tree, a big willow that's in the corner of the property, but nothing too
I
crazy.
just am impressed at how pretty the backyard is.
I know,
Thank you.
it's
I'll go
very
back over the
beautiful.
fence then. I just
Okay.
wanted to see how you describe someone's
Is there a
random
lawn gnome
backyard.
that looks like Name?
Looking around,
Is that her
Don't-
Easter egg?
you
That's
don't
our little
see
Easter
any.
egg.
You
We have
don't.
to expressly state it, but yeah.
This is a gnome-free yard.
Okay.
This
Aw.
particular yard.
Okay.
But you never know what
Is
you
there
may
one that
come
says
across.
gnome, sweet gnome?
Not in this yard.
Okay, well, right, okay. So we have to go searching for the
You
Easter
do.
egg.
If you want to find that, now maybe no. You
I
gotta
mean,
look a little harder.
I
You
don't
gotta
think we
roll
know
better.
that. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I don't hop over the fence this time. I do look for the gate to go around properly.
There's one like 15 feet down. You guys could have gone through a little bit further away. You hopped directly over where Dart saw the figure disappear.
Gotcha.
All right, and you're all just by the fence.
Well, this is thrilling. I think there was a bar down the street, wasn't there?
Oh, there are many bars, many restaurants. There's a lot going on. It's a Saturday night in June in a very populated little town, and there's quite a nightlife. So
If you guys want to smell some more twigs, you go right ahead. I'm going to go to the bar. And I go to the bar.
all right. So are you going to the bar with for any particular reason? Are you hungry? Are you just looking to party?
Oh, I'm just bored.
You're just bored? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if there's music in it playing, like
Okay.
live music in any of the bars, I'm gonna gravitate towards that.
All right.
This murder's pretty fresh, right?
This happened approximately 2 days ago.
Okay, so I'm just gonna be sitting at the bar, also listening,
Okay.
seeing if anybody's talking about it.
All right. So you guys just whatever you choose to do is fine, but you see suddenly Elias just like, okay, I'll see you guys later, and just starts to meander off down the street. Elias, you walk down. Again, it's late. It's probably about midnight at this point, but you see a bunch of people walking around. There's a lot of bar restaurants in that area, especially that little strip there, a whole bunch of places. You are just kind of watching the people kind of looking to where they're coming out of and everything. You hear what sounds like a band playing or some kind of live music coming from around the corner. So you walk down the street, just passing a number of people. There's a couple of younger women, probably in their like maybe mid-20s, that kind of like look at you, and one of them looks like a little bit drunk, maybe a little tipsy. The one looks like she's kind of babysitting her friend, but the more drunk one kind of like smiles at you and like looks shy and then looks away as you pass.
I'll give her a little nod.
You're okay.
Charming.
You
I'm on the clock.
I'm on the clock. So you'll turn a corner and you see there's a bar, Puck, in front of you, and you hear music playing. And what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna go in and sit at the bar.
Okay. You walk into the entrance, and there's a bouncer, and he's just like, ID?
I guess vampires have IDs, right?
you probably
I'll
have
show,
some.
yeah, I'll show my ID.
Come on in.
I'm recently dead enough that it is
You'll be fine.
believable.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Right.
You guys probably all, well, I'm sure you have a driver's license.
Oh, yeah,
you
definitely.
have most of the things that you need. I'm sure you do too.
Good. But I could still have my actual living person ID and it would still be.
It would. Oh my gosh, it would
Passable.
probably
But
be
you said you had a
completely
dead
fine.
person ID. I was like,
Well, I'm
what's
assuming
that?
as old as you guys are, you probably got like fake IDs saying, because if you walk up with an 1800s driver's license, there's some weird
This is my-
history happening there to
I
begin
mean, I don't
with.
have the true ID, but like I'm still okay.
Okay, that's good.
Take a great pride in the following the letter of the law when it comes to the driving, so no, mine is accurate.
All right.
You know, I judged you harsh, but I like you.
I like you too.
I gotta
Thank
get
you.
not my voice though. I can't get nerdy in that one. I'm trying to
It's
get,
okay.
get nerdier. Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, working on it.
That's insulting.
It doesn't.
to
I
nerds.
know.
No, it's funny though.
It's my normal
I
voice.
know, that's why I like it.
So, Elias, you're at the bar.
Yep.
There's a bartender behind the counter. She's got one of her one side, the right hand side of her head is like as that little shaved part. She's got like blue hair and a little bit of purple. She's got some tattoos. She's wearing like a tank top, like a little kind of like an edgy look. And she comes up to you and she's like, "Hi, what can I get for you?"
I'll just have a whiskey, please.
Sure. Any particular top shelf, bottom shelf?
Your pick.
All right, you got it. So she'll go over and she'll just pull, let's just say she pulls a wild turkey down and she'll just pour you a single and she'll just say on the rocks, straight up.
Rocks.
Very good. Throws a couple in there and just slides it down to you.
Perfect. I'll say, yeah, I gotta admit, I'm surprised to see so many people out. What with Miss Cleghorn recently being killed so close by.
Oh, yeah, the lady that got murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that does not happen a lot around here. So it is, it's unusual. I guess people just want to get out of the house.
It's easier to pretend nothing happened. Did you know her? Did she ever come in here?
I never met her before. I just read about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
I mean, she may have come in here before, but I saw her picture. I didn't recognize her. But I know, it's crazy.
Crazy.
Right around the corner. You
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah.
Are you from around here yourself?
I'm up from the city on business.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, well, welcome to our little town.
Thank you. This is a great place.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
Well, glad to have you.
Yes.
If you need anything else, my name's Jane. Just let me know.
Thanks,
And
Jane.
she'll
Hey,
give you-
Jane, what's the name of this band?
Oh, oh my God, I don't even know. Let me look. And she just looks at like a slip and she's like, they're called the Saturday Night Crew. Yeah, that's super lame. They're new. They've never played here before.
The murdered
they're okay.
Cleghorns.
The murdered Cleghorns. They changed their name. That's why their band name is so bad.
Yeah.
They were a rowing crew in college. They were very big into rowing.
Yeah. They're not great. They come back here on Fridays. That's when we have the really good bands.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What day of the week is that?
It's Saturday.
Okay, so she was murdered on a
Oh.
Thursday.
Yeah. 2 days ago.
Okay, yeah, that's
I thought you
something.
said 2 weeks ago. It was 2 days
No,
ago?
2 days ago.
Oh, I'm
That's why
sorry.
her house still has blood all over
That,
it.
that makes a lot more sense. Yeah.
They
Okay.
haven't had the official like people come in and clean it up. It's still like marked off for investigatory situations.
Yeah. But I'm just gonna turn around, watch the band, and just listen,
Okay.
and listen really well,
Okay.
just in case there's anybody talking about it. Maybe somebody saw something, or
Okay.
I'm kind of hoping that maybe somebody overheard me asking about it, and that might prompt them to discuss it a little bit.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I'm doing.
All right. Now, so I'll say at this point, it's pretty loud in there because you're in the part of the bar where the band is playing probably like 30 feet away. So it's a little bit noisy. I don't know if anybody in the general area would have overheard you. You were the only one really sitting at that part of the bar.
Gotcha. So then
But-
I'll just yell, "Hey, how about that murder?"
You do see the slightly intoxicated girl and her friend have just come in and are sitting at a table like maybe 10, 15 feet away. And you overhear the one girl be like, "We should probably just leave. It's getting late and you are fucking drunk. Why don't we just, fine." And the other girl's like, "Just give me like a minute. Just shut up, God." And then they're just kind of like whispering amongst themselves.
Sounds like you have experience with this.
Oh yeah, I've
On-
seen
on
many
both sides.
many a drunk bitch at a bar as my bartending days.
Ah, I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah, back in the day.
Cool.
And
You served him wild turkey?
I did. Well, he didn't ask for
I
anything
sent her
fancy.
pick. Yeah.
So I
I'm
just
not going to
gave you-
drink it. Can I even drink it?
You would have to use like a blood point,
Yeah,
and
I'm not
then
even gonna drink it,
you
yeah.
would probably have to barf it up later.
Yeah, okay.
So you should definitely not drink that.
Wasn't planning on it.
You can pretend, and that's fine.
We can't
Yeah,
even
okay.
have alcohol?
No.
I quit.
I was gonna say he's out.
I'm done.
Now,
I made mistakes.
you can become intoxicated by drinking the blood of people that are. You can, like, if somebody does drugs and then you drink the blood, you can take on some manner of intoxication. I have done that. So yes, you can
Wait,
can
real
do that.
life.
You
In
did
real
that when
life.
you were a
In real life,
bartender
that's
too?
In the game.
I am,
in the game.
I am
All
an
right.
actual vampire.
I knew that.
Sorry, everyone.
No,
Wow.
we've already known that.
Yeah,
That's for a
well,
long
there you
time.
go. That's why I try to drink your blood every time
Yeah.
we hang out.
That makes a lot more sense.
lot more
now.
sense.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's why I bite your necks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why we kept on the IV in our arms. That was just weird for later.
It's just that, you know.
Snacks.
Luckily,
really.
drunks tend to
Snacks.
find their way into the sewers, so my guy gets drunk all the time.
Little known fact.
Little known fact. Whenever I'm drunk, I'm like, why am I into the sewer? Also, I talk like that in real life.
We know that they like to go to the lowest part that they can possibly get to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's,
Exactly. That's why you drink, is to
Yeah.
get as low as you can. Yeah.
Now, the rest of the boys, you have watched your comrade meander off into the dark. What would you like to do? You've investigated the murder house, and what is next on your docket?
I could go for a drink. I have it in disguise.
And I pull out a plastic mustache and hold it under my nose.
Pretty good, huh?
Didn't you just hear we can't actually drink?
What? Who
You
said
can go
that?
for a watch. I'm
no,
sorry,
no.
let me change my voice
Bye.
back apparently.
By a drink, I meant the people, the sheep.
The sheep?
The sheep, the people, the humans.
It's the humans.
Yes, we drink them. Like, how long have you been a fucking vampire? How are you still alive, but unalive?
Sort of alive.
Sort of alive.
We drink people?
Yes.
Is that what I've been doing this whole time?
I have one people on the rocks, please.
You are youngins. You will learn.
So, do any of you need to hunt or feed? Are you thirsty? You guys started off with your blood pools full. So every time you rise from your slumber, you do lose a blood point. Just waking up takes a blood point away.
So we should all be down one.
So you should all be down one. It's still that very first night. This is still just a continuation of the first night that we all met and got together. So whatever your max blood pool is, you're only missing one dot. But it depends. If you would like to feed and get that blood point back, you certainly can. I don't think any of you guys expended any blood points, so I think you're
No, I
fine.
did.
You
I
did?
spent one.
Okay, so you're down two. So yeah, if you would like to feed, you can certainly do that. I just need to know how you would like to feed.
I don't have anything in my blood pool.
Kyle did his
don't
sheep
either.
poorly.
Oh, you know what? Just start. What do most of you guys have?
I had 7, so now I have 6.
Okay, yeah, just give yourself 7. It's fine.
Okie dokie, thank you.
Because I didn't know to do it last time we talked, so I put a bunch into it when I redid it. I was like, oh, I guess blood's important.
Blood is very
Got it.
important.
Now, just out of curiosity, like feeding off of a human in a way that like wouldn't kill them, is that like restoring 1 blood point, or is that a lot of blood points?
So if you completely drain them, I believe I have to double check exactly. I think it might be like 4.
Okay.
But you can absolutely just take
Just
like
top
1 or
off.
2 points. Yes, you can always do that. And you would all know that if you're going to kill someone in this town to feed, that's going to be a problem, especially if you're stupid about it. So if you are going to
Guaranteed.
feed, if you are going to feed, it would be recommended that you do it as subtly and slickly as possible.
Now, that first place that he and I went,
The safe house?
The safe house.
the safe house,
Yes.
forgive me, what was there a place to charge up in there? I know there were coffins. What about blood? There was blood.
You didn't really investigate to see if there was like a freezer or blood bags or stuff like that. I would say this: whatever magic is in the blood, whatever keeps the kindred animated, from the source, like direct from a human, is ideal. The longer it sits in like blood bags and stuff like that, sure, it might keep you alive temporarily, but whatever that like mystical thing is that nobody quite knows that keeps us undead, you might need a bunch of blood bags to get that back. I'm not sure what the official rules on that are, but blood bags in my game are basically like if you're desperate and you need to get a point back, if you have blood that's fresh, that's a blood bag, you can drink that and you'll be okay. But if you need a lot of blood gained, you would have to drain like an actual person. And it's always more satisfying to feed. It's not really satisfying to like drink a Capri Sun juice box blood as much as if you were actively like feeding.
Yeah, like a bag of chips versus like Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
Now, if I recall correctly, because he's Nosferatu, doesn't rats work better for him or something like that?
I believe that rats work better for you, for your plan, more like animals are better, but I don't think better than humans.
Right, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
More than other clans.
More than other clans, where some other clans probably can't. I don't even know if all clans can drink animal blood. I have to look into that. I'm terrible at the rules, you guys.
The snobby ones can't.
I don't think Toreadors can.
No, not you. I didn't even mean you. I meant the...
No. You filthy
No, I'm
enough to
probably-
drink animal blood.
Ventures?
Venturous, that's
Yeah, there's a couple clans that absolutely cannot. I'm assuming like Giovanni, but they're not in my game because they're kind of weird stereotypes. Same with the Ravnos, they're kind of just weird, so I don't have them. But there are some clans that can drink from animals, and it's okay. It won't hurt you, and it will still sustain you. It's not as delicious as a person, but you know.
That was going to be my next question, so thank you for bringing that up. I mean, I don't really need anything right now. I'm only down 1 blood point.
Okay.
I guess I was just curious because I'm assuming even with the plastic mustache, these guys are probably not going to allow me to go to a...
Well, let me put it this way. So
I have a 0 in the performance.
you are a Nosferatu, you cannot blend in public. If you
Right.
walked into a bar, people, unless it was Halloween, people would be like screaming and staring and running from
That's
you.
what I assumed they would try and talk me out of.
Yeah.
Well, he's not there, but
You wouldn't.
Could be entertaining.
Yeah.
yeah.
You would
We're not gonna get any
literally.
information if I walk into a bar.
It would be a problem. You would, on certain days of the year, like Halloween, probably be fine. People
If I
might,
dress in the
Mardi
green,
Gras. There you go.
and can I go out as a leprechaun?
if you dress.
No, you're just a leper.
Oh no, my everything will fall off.
Well, it's June, so you'll be slightly confused with the date.
I don't mean right now. I mean on the Irish day.
You sure could if you're doing it from the movie Leprechaun.
Irish Day.
I'm the leprechaun.
Christmas.
I'm the leprechaun. Irish people celebrate Christmas.
So you're our designated driver in the van who doesn't even get to go into the bar,
I get into the van and I drive them to the bar.
which is a foot away. Thanks.
Yes, well, I need to use my surveillance equipment to listen to you in the bar to see if you get any.
Do you have like a little camera? I could wear a little camera so you could feel like you're there.
Yes, I rummage around in a bunch of things.
Totally
I
gonna wear the little
I have a
camera.
little itty camera. The range is not so good, but the bar is very close by. So
Is it a bow tie that I can replace my?
it's a little flower.
Oh,
that you put on
what kind of flower?
The daffodil.
Perfect.
It's a daffodil. It also squirts of water. Wait, that's the wrong flower. And then I get you the
Holy
correct
water.
one. There you go. Oh my goodness.
You're in your clown kit.
Yes. See, I have many of these guys that you won't let me wear.
Oh my god.
Why is he sitting out there honking the horn of the van?
So yeah, I'll if you want that, I
Oh,
affix,
totally. I'll wear that for
I
you.
affix it to your lapel.
So you guys have headed down to the van. You were fixing yourself with a camera and recording audio equipment. This feels like we're playing the podcast. And you are driving
based
around
on a
to
true story.
driving around to the bar. What are you doing, Dart? Do you know?
No, he doesn't.
I'm going to the bar.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bar.
Okay.
And in particular, I would like to know what this bouncer looks like.
Oh, okay. So when you walk in, are you all walking in together?
Yes.
Except for
No,
you?
no, I know.
Okay.
It's just Kyle. What's
you
your
two?
character's name? Dart.
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 It should be
D'Artagnan.
Dart and I.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Dart and Isaac, you walk in, you just see just like a kind of like a big dude. He's probably like 6'2", I don't know, maybe like 275. Like he's a big guy, pretty standard bouncer. Got a real thick neck, big arms.
It's stereotypical against bouncers.
I've seen many a bouncer, and they all are pretty big fucking
Why
dudes.
is this? What kind of a bar is it that it has a bouncer? Like a club?
Most of them do.
Oh,
you have to check IDs and stuff. So most of them have just like an ID checker.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you also have to remember this is World of Darkness, so it's like everywhere is just a little bit more like Gotham, to put it into terms you'll get.
Okay.
Even though it's in Doylestown, technically.
It's still like Gotham Doylestown.
Gotham was based in Doylestown.
Yeah, little known fact.
Right.
Yeah.
Not Jersey.
But so you just see this big guy and he's just like, yeah, IDs.
I hand him.
Very good.
I clean it off and put it back in my pocket after he touched it.
Okay.
Is that like
He saw me and I made eye contact.
You have like hand sanitizer in your pocket. You squirt on it.
Little wipe. It's in the fanny pack.
Okay.
I'm looking around real quick. Is there like alleyways around here, or is this like a really...
Doylestown is kind of just a jumble of little alleyways, so yeah, there are a bunch of them. They're all they're not scary alleyways, but they lead in between like little tiny cut-throughs that you can take in between the shops and stuff. So yes, there are a number of them around. There's somebody making out, in the parking lot, like kind of nearby one. But are you looking to do anything in particular in like a quieter alley or anything?
I'm looking for something that seems a little empty.
Okay. If you go around the corner and like behind the bar and down a little street, it's not far away. It takes 20 seconds to walk there. You'll find a little alley.
Cool. Then I'm going to go up to the bouncer and I'm going to say, I'm surprised to let someone as fragile as you be the bouncer here.
You got a fucking problem, dude?
I do. I don't like the idea of such a weakling guarding the door to such a dangerous place with them right around the corner. And you are quite the pansy. I can't believe they would allow you.
Yeah. Why don't you turn your little French ass around and get the fuck out of here?
I would like to see you try.
He'll come up to you and just like try to grab your shirt.
I'm just gonna step back. I'm trying to like kind of lead him away at this point and being like, if you would like to take this somewhat more discreet, I'd be happy to show you the problems you have.
His face is just red and he's just like, motherfucker, and he's just like manhandling you and he's just kind of like shoving you out the door.
All right, great. I'm gonna try to literally like lead him down that alleyway.
Okay. How do you try to lead him?
Oh, dodging.
As you get outside and you're like 10 feet from the door, he's just going to shove you with everything he has and be like, get the fuck out of here, man. Do not come back. I don't want to see your fucking face.
I'm going to try to grab him and throw him back towards the alleyway. Like, literally, like, I'm turning this into a fight.
Okay. Give me a strength and brawl. And just give me a roll and just see.
Can I see this from the bar?
No.
Okay.
Nah, you can't see this.
Can I? I didn't make it that far in.
You didn't get that far in, so it depends on what Isaac is doing.
What number am I going for? Because that was not a great roll.
No, it's okay. He's a big guy, but you were a vampire, so 5.
Okay, that's 4 successes then.
Oh yeah, you're fine. So you basically how did you pick him up to throw him?
I'm trying to make it like reasonable to anybody viewing it. Like I don't want someone to be like, "Hey, that little guy just picked up this giant guy." So I'm trying to like make it look like it was a martial art thing. I'm not. I'm just like being strong, but I'm like grabbing the wrist and like twisting my whole body, making it look like it's effort.
So you, in an Aikido-esque move, when he shoved you, you like kind of grabbed him, used the force, and then just shoved him, kind of stumbling towards the alleyway. And he's just like, "Yo, man, what the fuck?" And he's kind of trying to get to himself.
Great. I'm gonna walk right up as he's getting in. I'm gonna give him another shove towards that alleyway.
Okay, give me one more.
I'm kind of just like keeping my distance, but I have gone back out and I'm just just watching.
Your backup.
Oh, that was terrible.
Oh, you just kicked your ass.
2 successes.
It's still gonna be fun. You know what? Hold on a sec. Let me see.
I mean, you get big.
You get punched.
Yeah, you still. So that didn't push him quite as far. He's actually a little bit like nervous now. He's just like, all right, listen, just don't. It's fine. Just don't come back. You're not welcome. And he's trying to like placate a situation a little bit.
How close or am I in the alleyway at this point?
I'd say you're like probably damn close to it. You're probably like 10 feet away.
All right, I'm gonna.
Is that couple that was making out in the alley? Are they
different alley?
Okay.
I was specifically. Yeah. I specifically
This is
was
Death
looking-
Alley.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
Make Out Alley. Okay.
I'm gonna look around real quick and see is there anybody,
It's just me with my daffodil.
There's-
not including my vampire
You
friends.
you see Isaac nervously looking at you, like, what the fuck is happening?
And also recording it with the flower.
Isaac's like pointing it with his hand, just pointing the flower, like looking confused.
I go like, Isaac, what is going on? Oh, right, I never gave him equipment for these.
You hear a lot of people walking around you. Sometimes you'll see couples will walk down past the end of the alley that's maybe, again, like 30 feet away, but no one's looking down and into it. There's people in the parking lot, but not very far away. No one's actively like looking at you guys. It's pretty loud. The music you can hear from outside, so there's nobody actively looking at you. So you have shoved this terrified dude towards the alley. What do you do now as he's looking at you terrified?
I'm gonna walk over directly up to him, and I am going to use Eyes of the Beast.
Okay.
And my eyes just suddenly turn bright red and glowing, and I'm gonna say, "Run."
Okay. So, Eyes of the Beast, so you are using, is that a protean?
Yep.
Okay. Your eyes suddenly just glow like two coals, just burning ember red from normal human, slightly strange with your fangs sticking out, but still normal human looking guy in a suit, to just demon terror. The guy is just like starting to hyperventilate. He's just like, oh my God. And he just is gonna take off down the alley, away from you and towards the street.
Wow.
So away from the bar and just fucking booking it as fast as he can.
Then I'm gonna chase him, and I want to catch him. Meaning, if I'm too fast, I want to slow up because I want to catch him in the middle of the alley.
Okay.
I want to make sure I'm
You
in the middle.
You will catch him at your convenience. You are faster than this slow, big dude. He's big, but he's not fast. So he takes off running. He kind of stumbles a little bit in his fear to get away from you. And he kind of like slips, stumbles, and you catch him in the center of the alley.
Wonderful. Then I take a big old drink.
How
How did they get to Center Valley?
God, how do you feed from this guy? What do you do?
Yeah, Dart's not a gentle, suave vampire. Like, as he's too close to one of the buildings as he's running, I'm giving him a shove, like just banging his head off of the wall. And like gentle tap, like I'm not trying to do a lot of damage. I'm just trying to give him like a moment of like, And then as he's trying to regain himself, I'm putting him into a headlock and just draining.
All right. The instant the blood touches your lips, you are just filled with this sense of just relief. It's anticipation, it's like adrenaline, the excitement, everything just coalesces into this moment of just like bliss. And you drink and you drink. Do you stop before his heart starts to slow?
I can get 2 dots without killing him?
That would be fine.
Okay, then I'm going for 2 dots.
Okay. So as you pull back and the guy whose head kind of bounced off a little bit, he's just kind of like murmuring to himself, "Sorry, take my money, man. I'm sorry. I will never fuck with you again. Just please, I'm sorry. And then he just slumps down, slides down and faints.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm taking his wallet.
Nice. You rustle through. Get it. He's got like, I don't know, $15 in cash, a bunch of credit cards.
I shake my head at how little cash he had.
A condom that's been in there for way too long and it probably shouldn't be used, but it's hilarious.
It already
I'm going to take all the stuff out.
Okay.
I'm going to poke a tiny hole in the condom, put that back in.
Fucking dickhead. Oh my God. You did a Dean Pelton.
Yes.
All right. So you leave. D'Artagnan walks back, straightening your tie, I would assume,
Yep.
wiping your mouth, heading back from the alley.
Pulling the handkerchief out, like mopping up the lower chin, putting it back into the pocket.
Love it. And now you can give yourself 2 blood points back.
Wonderful.
Isaac, you watched most of that happen.
When I get done dry heaving, I go check on the guy, actually. I wipe off his neck. I put 2 little Paw Patrol Band-Aids over each of the fang marks, one over each, and then I make sure he's okay sitting upright, he's not going to pass out, and I put a little baggie of pretzels and a little Capri Sun next to him, and I go back into the bar.
Oh my god. All right.
Oh, and I do take off, I definitely put on rubber gloves, and I took them off and threw them in the trash can.
Beautiful.
I'm assuming the bars, being as World of Darkness, doesn't have the no smoking rules, and there's a ton of smokers in there.
There are smokers in this bar. It's fine.
So like the top of it's all like smoggy, like when you go to a smoking bar.
There's actually the part with the band where you are, Ben. There's a lot of like open windows and those things with the glass where that tilt open. So that's why the music is so loud from outside. There is smoking in there. A lot of it isn't quite as smoky because it's going out the windows, but there is a little bit of smoke. The band has a fog machine. They're really corny.
Okay, then they do?
They
Perfect.
do.
All right. I'm going to walk around towards one of the windows, and I'm going to use my ability to go into mist form. And I'm just going to turn into mist.
Okay.
And I'm going to sweep up into... I'm going to try to kind of mix with the smoke of the room, and I'm just going through it subtly, trying to listen in and see what I can hear is going on in there.
Okay. Do you have to use any blood for that?
Yeah, I'm taking a blood point now. That's why I drained first.
Gotcha. All right.
I just wanted to hear the band. I didn't think there was anything going on.
So, Kyle, you turn into mist. D'Artagnan, you just use one of your abilities to suddenly just disappear from human form or physical form. Where you were suddenly is just like a cloud, almost shaped like what you were shaped. Then it slowly just starts to drift vaporly and up into the through a window and into this bar where this band is playing. You see Elias there sitting at the bar with an untouched thing of whiskey. I'm not sure what Isaac is doing, if he witnessed that happen. And
I think Isaac witnessed you turn into fog and just kind of went, nope. And I just walked back out of the van. I'm just hanging out of the van. I'm just not. And all the smoke in there, too, it's bad for your lungs. So he's not going to hang
true.
out.
There's a lot of people very close to each other. They're not.
Yeah, no one's wearing a mask anymore.
No one
It's
is wearing a
weird.
mask.
I'm watching the screen and I'm like, that looks like my van.
Is there another van?
Strange.
As you were floating around, Dart, you don't hear anything crazy out of the ordinary. You hear like little blippets of conversation in between crappy cover songs of, I don't know, fucking Journey or whatever these assholes are playing today. There might be an older couple and like 2 older couples of people in their like late 50s that are like, oh my God, can you believe that? And I can't believe it. We live right around the corner. It's insane. What is this town coming to? You hear that kind of stuff. Nothing of substance. A bunch of drunk other people. You hear somebody puking in the bathroom, like through the wall as you near one of the bathrooms, but nothing overly crazy about the murder other than people being like, that's fucking crazy that this shit happened right in our neck of the woods.
One guy's saying, I don't think the cops will ever find me.
That's what I was waiting for.
This is the perfect murder. No one will ever find
2
me.
days ago.
I didn't murder anybody. We've been playing a long game of hide and go seek, though, and they just haven't found me.
And other than that, you guys are back at the van. You guys are still at the bar. I'll say, Elias, at some point, drunky Brewster comes up to you, next to you at the bar, and she's just like kind of obnoxiously like puts her elbows on the bar and was waiting for the bartender Jane to acknowledge her. Jane just kind of rolls her eyes and comes over and she's like, hi, what can I get you? And the girl's like, can I have a Long Island iced tea? And she's like, okay, sure. So she goes off to make it, and then she's just like, hi, what's your name?
I think he just kind of rolls his eyes a little bit because she's just not his type, and he's not thirsty in any way at all. So he's just gonna be like, oh, hello there. My name's Elias. It's very nice to meet you.
I like your suit.
Thank you. It's certainly a white suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? Just hanging out by yourself?
I'm actually working. I'm a talent scout, and I'm here to check out this band.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, really?
Yeah.
I'm here all the time. These guys are great. I
Wow.
mean, kind of. They're okay, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna go with okay. Yeah.
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 Oh, well, are you going to be here, like, for the rest of the night?
Sadly, I was just leaving.
Oh, okay. Well, if you ever want to, like, hang out or whatever and listen to music, here's my number. And she'll just, like, pass you a napkin with her phone number on it.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay.
For future
It's a
thirsty
business card.
times.
She gets
Yeah.
around.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, what was your name?
Oh, Marissa.
Okay, it was
Yeah.
Marissa. It was lovely meeting you, and I'm sure I'll see you in here again sometime.
Yeah. Okay, well, call me.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's a whiskey.
Oh, thanks. You don't
Have a
want
good
it?
night. No, I'm good.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
God, thanks.
Yeah.
And she just, like, fucking shoots it.
I'm sure her friend is staring daggers at me.
Her friend is just like, has her head in her hands, just like, Jesus Christ. And then she's just watching from the table, like,
see.
shaking her head.
I'll
Does that
say
like
to
banish him when she says that?
What is
no.
that stuff doesn't work unless there's truth faith behind
That's
it.
true. Okay.
I'll kind of nod towards Jane, and I'll be like, Jane, please get this lovely lady a water, and please get her friend whatever she wants. And I'll just put like $40 in the bar and just walk out.
You got
the
it, man.
bouncer's credit card. On.
The bartender's like, wow, that's the bouncer's name.
Hey, Tom, did you? Uh-oh.
Put it on Tom.
And Jane, who kind of just watched that entire interaction, just kind of like smiles at you, and she's just like, you got it. And then the drunk girl just kind of like drunkles back to the table.
Drunkles. I like that word. I like that word.
That's a word. That's a word now.
I'm gonna go drunkling tonight.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just going back to the van.
back to the van.
There's nothing happening here.
You have your own car. You don't need our fancy van.
Well, I'm going to meet up
I'm
with you
kidding. I'm
guys
just
to
kidding.
figure out what we're
Sorry.
doing, yes.
I'm going to go, like, drift into the bathroom, into the stall, reform there, walk out, and then I'm looking to see if there's any women that look like, trying to put this in the nicest politically correct way, down on their luck, like they don't have like a lot of money, like they probably shouldn't be at a bar tonight, and they're
Let's see. Down on their luck. In terms of like just depressed or like actually impoverished?
both. Like
Okay.
not like, I don't mean like super impoverished, but just looks like they're like, you can kind of see they're spending less money than they could and checking their wallet before they order a drink, that sort of thing.
Okay. I would say as you're kind of walking towards the entrance exit where you came in, there's like a little booth. There's a lady there who's maybe in her like early 40s, mid 40s. She's just kind of like sitting quietly alone, just kind of like listening to the music. She looks, if you looked at her quickly, she's not on her phone. She's not doing anything. There's nobody else with her. There's no like code or anything. Nothing that looks like she's with anybody else. And she's just kind of like sitting there listening to the music, twirling her drink on the napkin, and looking a little sad. Maybe
She's wearing a gray hoodie with white strings.
I was looking for like, didn't have an iPhone, like I wanted like, had a flip phone, because then
No, it's no Kia. She was playing Snake.
She just
Shade
she
on the
looks
flip phone, people.
she looks maybe a little sad. I wouldn't say that anybody in here looks like impoverished per se.
yeah, I didn't mean like,
Yeah. But
It's
she
a
looks
nice place.
she looks a little just down.
Okay.
A little sad.
Then I'm gonna go over to that table and be like,
Bleh.
I'd like to drink your blood. I just turned into mist. I need more blood now.
You want to get drunkle with me?
Every time I turn to the mist, I need the blood. I don't know why I was Italian.
Yeah.
It's catchy.
It's a catchy, yeah.
No, I'm gonna walk over and just be like, do you mind if I have a seat with you?
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's fine. And she'll kind of like nervously fix her hair and smile. She looks down at your teeth and then looks back up at you, and she'll just kind of smile and scratch her head and be like, did you come from like a game or something?
No, actually, it is a family trait. It's rather embarrassing. It's one of the reasons my family left France, to be honest. It's a long story.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
Not the problem. Everybody asks.
Oh, they're funny. I like them.
Thank you. What are you drinking?
Oh, just a rum and coke.
And I'm gonna like flag and like do the two and point down at the table to the bartender or the waitress, I guess.
Jane will see you from like across the bar. She's just constantly scanning 'cause she's an excellent bartender. So she'll be like, yeah, 1 sec. She'll send over a waitress to you.
Wonderful.
Hey, what do you need?
I would like 2 more of what this lady's having.
Oh, sure, be right back. And she comes back in a minute with a couple of Cokes. Thank you a lot. I appreciate it. What's your name?
My name is D'Artagnan. It's a pleasure to meet you. And you are?
I'm Mary. Nice to meet you, D'Artagnan.
Nice to meet you as well. Yeah, that is correct.
That's I like that name.
Thank you.
Yeah. Was that in a book?
Yes, I believe there was something about the sword fighter or something.
The Three Musketeers, that's
yes,
it. I knew I recognized it. I read that back in high school, I think. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe that's what my parents named me after, if I recall.
Oh, I like it. It's very cool.
Thank you. So what brings you out here tonight?
I just, it's a little awkward. It just kind of happened. I just broke up with my boyfriend. Yeah, that's a little disappointing. So I'm just kind of here, licking my wounds.
I understand, but you should not be alone on such a night. Do you not call your friends?
Oh, sometimes it's just easier to be alone than to keep telling the same sad story, if that makes sense.
And D'Artagnan's going to just 100% scrunch his nose to that and shake his head like, no, like, that's totally wrong. It's like, no, on a night like this, we know you must live it up. You must go wild. You and I...
You must dance! Sorry. That was a really good moment you were doing. I just couldn't.
There's a rose on the table. It's in your mouth.
Between my fangs.
Oh my God.
It's the daffodil
Mary
with the
is on
camera and the
board.
string hanging out
Suddenly
of it.
the band is playing a waltz or a tango. Tango.
Mary is into that.
He's going to say, no, we are going to have fun tonight. Me and my friends, it's a group of men and women. They having fun time. We drive around to different bars, and you are coming with us tonight.
I guess.
It was not a question, and he's just going to stand up and like put his hand out to her.
All right, the confidence. Give me
Are
just.
you abducting this lady?
I'm curious.
What is she going to do when she sees
No, but I'm curious
the
to
vampire
see.
driving the van?
So
We've
Kyle,
accomplished nothing in the last hour.
Well,
I know. I
we've
love
learned
it.
a
Yeah,
lot
I love it so
about
much. I
Kyle's
love it so much. Give me
Welcome to Vampire.
Give me a charisma.
I did hop the fence, and then it came back.
Give me a charisma. I guess I'm gonna just. I don't even know if I'm using these correctly, but I'm gonna say yes.
Just
Give me a
lie.
charisma empathy roll. So
right.
if you have empathy and charisma, give me that many. The difficulty is only 6. You are like a pretty handsome French man with cool teeth.
7 and 10 to success.
She just like gulps. Okay. And then she'll go with you.
What about those rum and cokes you just bought?
Does not matter.
He didn't pay for them.
Yeah,
He just ordered them.
He puts out another
I'm
credit
throwing
card
down the $15.
There you go. They're covered. And it's got a tip. You're
Yep.
good. You're good.
And I'm gonna lead her out towards the van while talking to her, so she doesn't like look at the van. And I'm just flirting the whole way.
Okay.
And then when we get to the van, I'm gonna open the door and just shove her in.
Okay.
I'm just standing there next to the van, watching this, I guess.
I'm in the backseat playing Pong with a Nosferatu. And then there's just a thud as the door opens and a body's shoved in.
Fidgeting with my knobs.
So the door opens. You're in the front seat, I would assume. Are you in? You're already in the car. You've already gone.
I guess I'm in the van at that point, yeah.
You're in the van. Elias is in the van. You guys are playing Pong on some old fucking computer. How you have power?
Next
I
to the
don't-
very nice fax machine.
There you go. Next
I would
to
like
the
to
fax
think that
machine.
seeing the inside of the van will stun her for a moment.
Yeah. The door opens up. She looks like confused for a second, and then she's just like, ah! And you shove her in. And then she's just like, what the hell? And then do you get in after her?
Yeah, I jump in, I close the door, and I say, Lucas, I know you could not go in, so please enjoy yourself.
Oh, no, I'm a good, thank you. I'm not hungry.
What is going on? Who are you people? Oh my God.
Did you just take this lady from the bar?
But you're still outside.
No, we said I'm in the front.
Oh, you came in the front?
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm sitting in the front waiting.
I think we don't break eye contact in the screen. We're trying to beat each other in Pong right now.
I kind of flip my eyes up and go, no, I'm good, thank you.
Dart, what is going on, who are these people?
Here I am trying to be nice and feed our Nosferatu.
No, I appreciate it, but I'm intense in this game right now.
I score while he's distracted by talking.
You son of a... You take advantage of me.
I
I
own the prize. Did you guys have something
Can
to
I-
do with that woman? Oh my
Can
god.
I use presence and just soothe her?
You can. You have a couple options. Yes, you can.
I think I'm just gonna be like, what the shit? All right. I was trying to be low profile, Dart.
I really appreciate it. I do, but I got...
How many dots do you have in that?
In presence,
Yes.
I have 1.
Okay, so you have awe. So would you like to activate your like awe?
Yeah, I guess
Okay.
so. I mean, we're kind of in this now, so.
So you have to spend a bug point for that.
Okay.
And you roll your charisma and your performance. And the difficulty is 7.
Charisma
But-
and performance.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's just make sure you don't botch. I'm sure you will not.
I'm rolling 2 die.
That's okay.
You said a 7?
Yes.
1 success.
Okay, that's enough. You just needed 1 success for 1 person.
Okay.
So she's like hyperventilating, convinced that you guys are gonna murder her ass because you're the
Yeah.
fucking killers that just killed that other lady 2 blocks away. But she suddenly just like, it's like a spotlight hits Elias. There's suddenly like nothing else in the van except for like, ooh, gee, it's like Wayne's
And
World.
the pong sound just in the background.
You son of a bitch! Yes, I got it! Damn it, again!
The pong noises, everything else, even the terrifying visage of now Dart just fades away, and all she can only hear this like beautiful, soothing voice from this very handsome white suited man that's sitting in the front seat of the car. What do you say to her?
Just say, everything's okay. He's just trying to be funny. They have a weird sense of humor.
Okay.
These 2 nerds are too busy playing video games.
That's in a van. That's weird.
And it's a little much. I understand, but
That's weird.
it's just think of it as a nice twist to your evening.
Okay.
You're gonna go back inside.
Okay.
You're gonna have a drink. You're gonna listen to the band.
I think there's still 2 drinks.
Perfect.
Okay.
Since she's there,
Okay.
I'm gonna give her a little nibble on the neck.
All right.
Okay, so this is a very different experience to then how D'Artagnan just fed on his human. You like lean towards her as you're speaking.
Let me tell her, yo, you smell lovely.
She just like, not even realizing what she's doing. She's just kind of like her eyelids flutter. She kind of just like dips her head back into the side and is just like, almost knows like what's coming and doesn't fight it. She's just like welcoming it. And as you bite her and you just taste always the most exquisite flavor of anything that you can imagine. Every time you drink, it's like you've drunk for the first time. And this woman, she just like moans quietly. It's almost like blissful for her too, as you're feeding from her. How many blood points do you take?
2.
Okay. You, even as a young vampire, you know to listen for, weakening pulses, things like that. And you just drink until you feel sated. I mean, you'll never truly be sated, but enough for now. She's still kind of like moaning quietly in a very almost sexy way. And she kind of looks like a little bit weaker. Her eyes are kind of just like fluttering still as you break away from her. She's just kind of like mumbling, not even making sense.
I'm gonna look at Dart and make sure that he's okay with it, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna take her back to the bar now. Is that?
Dart shakes his head no, and Dart takes a bite of her first.
Oh shit! Okay.
Can she have whispered Tom's name, by the way, when Ben's
she
character
just broke up with the bouncer?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tragic.
That's what he broke up with
Yeah.
her, but it's still her haunt, so she still goes there.
That's awkward.
That's why
that's
she's
why she's
down on her
drinking.
luck.
That makes a lot of sense.
I love this backstory.
This whole situation.
It's deeper than most of our characters.
Tell us more about.
I love that you're so he just soothed the vampire and you're re-terrorizing the. Okay, I
You
love
also
it.
missed that he looked personally offended when none of us would drink from her.
That was pretty great.
Not his character, him. He was mad. mad at us at the table.
No, I was in character. That was Dart.
Your mouth was open and you were just like, what the fuck, everybody?
I would say at this point, if you were escorting her out of the van, as she's getting out, Dart, you just from behind kind of grab her and bite her again. She's still a little loopy. She had a couple of drinks. You guys basically just took a good amount of blood from her, and then you were just gonna bite her again. So she's like kind of confused at first, but still in like the bliss of what Elias did. She just kind of like melts into it for a second, just kind of murmuring quietly to herself as you take one more point.
So what happened? First of all, my guy is sick to his stomach because you both just drank from the same person, and you didn't even clean the person. That was just beyond gross.
Did you bite her on the same side of the neck as I did?
While making eye contact with her.
Showing his pure dumb. He even put his fangs into the same spot.
Yeah.
But only Dart will know whose fangs were bigger.
Only
Well, we didn't hear a crunch, so he clearly was just going in the holes that were already there. I'm just saying.
crunch, like a Cheeto.
Like a celery.
Yeah.
Cheeto.
All right.
Sorry.
And as you you took 1 point, right?
Yeah,
One
just
blood point. Okay. So she's a little blood. She's significantly weakened from the amount of blood that was taken from her. So she's kind of just like, now she looks like a drunk person, but she can't probably walk very well by herself.
Yeah, I'm gonna very tentatively watch Dart as I lead her back to the bar, and when I get there, I'm gonna hand her another 20 and be like, maybe you should order the steak.
Before they leave the van fully, I do take some medical tape out and I take one of those Capri Suns and the pretzel packs and I tie them together and I kind of throw them at her with the sticky tape on the outside, trying to get it in her sweatshirt hoodie so that way she's got a snack for later.
Let's see if you want to do a roll to see if you can successfully.
Now,
It just hits her in the back of the
she
head.
used to date the bouncer, so she knows there's no outside food or drink.
But she doesn't know. She doesn't know she's having it. It's like
it's
in the back
a
of her hoodie,
secret
so
for
she'll
later.
find it later.
All part of the
But when she
con.
gets home and she's drunk and kind of hungover and super
she's gonna
anemic,
be
she's
her.
gonna be like, "Oh, Cheetos, awesome."
And
Oh, and she's gonna get drunk super fast if she lost all that
She's
blood.
gonna be fucking tanked.
I take this
She
opportunity
may die.
to score in Pong.
I was hoping you would actually.
Yeah, I
Thank
take this
you.
opportunity. Yeah, 1 point for me.
I was paused. It was paused.
No fuzzing in the Pong.
Lewis has just like got 10 points on you while you were doing your Capri Sun snack pack. And I would like Isaac to roll. This is the most like ridiculous game of Vampire the Masquerade I've ever fucking played in my life.
What did
I don't
you
know.
think was going to
I don't
happen?
know what I thought, but this was hilarious. So dexterity and I don't even
I just
know.
love the idea of Dart
I don't
shoving
even
someone
know.
in the back
Just
of
do
the
it.
van, and we're all like,
Just give me a
Now
dexterity.
that seems more vampire than anything else that we've done.
Just
It's the poor people who come
Actually-
to listen to this show like, ooh, a vampire podcast. What the fuck are these guys
oh,
doing?
they're playing Pong on air.
We had brilliant facts
what do
machine
you
talks
guys
last
do
night.
when you're vampires? They play Pong in a van. That's what
Instead
they do.
of feeding.
Yes, they turn down the victims because they're too busy playing Pong. Welcome to the podcast, everyone.
We might be 400 years old, but we're still 14-year-old boys in art.
They are really excited about Atari, you
toys.
guys.
I
They
got
have
lots
not
of
seen this cutting edge technology. So, Mike, give me a roll dexterity. I don't know what skill to apply. Roll for hoodie toss. So it's just gonna have to be dexterity.
Streetwise.
Yeah. Difficulty 4.
One success.
Okay.
Difficulty 4, still just one success.
All right. Well, congratulations. You like Michael Jordan. He's you boop, and it's right in there, and she's got a jazzy little snack pack.
I do the little
later.
fist bump like, yeah, 2 points.
Bing, bing, 10 points.
Ow!
So, Elias, you disappear, take poor, drunken, bit up Mary, who's just been completely destroyed the night of her breakup from her boyfriend. Just
Who you also drained.
Yeah.
Please, just for me, not for the characters, fucking put her in the alley next to him so they wake up together and maybe with hands held they reconcile.
Exactly. It'll also get their blood pumping because the heart will be going faster.
So what happens when you come back from the van? What would all of you like to do for the remainder of the evening?
I want to know where Ben puts her. I really want to know if he's going to do
I
it.
don't know what any of this backstory
Well,
stuff.
you
No,
said
you don't, but
You
it's
said
fun.
you brought her back in. You
Okay.
left a 20, and you told her to order a steak.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
To order a
and
steak.
maybe I'll look at Jane and be like, call somebody for her.
And she'll just be like,
give somebody a call.
okay. And then she's like, you can see her mouth's like, where the fuck is Mike? Like the bouncer, she's like, where the fuck did he go? Or Tom, sorry.
People like, who's Mike?
Yeah. So she's like, okay.
He's got an evil twin.
So it is now, let's say that whole ridiculous scenario took about 20 minutes.
That's it?
Yeah, it didn't take long for you guys to be
It only
fucking
took us
goobers.
3 hours to play.
But it is now, let's say it's about 12:30 at night. It's still Saturday. Well, it's technically, I guess, Sunday now.
Details matter.
You guys are back at the van. You've investigated the murder victim's home. You've been to the safe house. Well, how would you like to proceed with the rest of your evening? Pause. I have to look up Kyle and see, because here's something that you guys never really did that I should have asked you to do. There's predator types. I think I mentioned it once before. Like,
Yes.
Kyle, you specifically are like, you hunt. I know what yours is.
Yeah.
I gave you mine.
I know yours too. I don't have everybody's, is what I'm saying.
Way to fuck up, you two.
No. It's okay.
I don't remember ever hearing about this before. That might have been the meeting I missed.
Oh, I might have mentioned it very
It was.
briefly. Let me just look up.
Predator type.
There's a
The one with the
difference.
dreadlocks and the cloaking.
Yeah.
No, it's more of the 60-minute ones where a bunch of people come to the house.
Why don't you take a seat? So,
And then we trade their blood.
like for example, some vampires only feed on like sleeping victims. They literally like come in and they only drink like from the sleeping. Some Some only feed on people that like maybe they're fucking or that they're like having sex with. Some feed exclusively on
Wait, why were they
herds.
two different categories?
What?
Fucking and having sex with?
I don't know.
There's a
Having
difference.
sex is more
There's a difference.
intimate than fucking, which is just like animal. That would be my very brief abbreviation of the difference between having sex and fucking.
You
Everyone on the
learn
radio.
a lot from our
That's
podcast.
what I
You
am.
do.
This was not in a sex ed chat in 6th grade.
Can we have a new podcast called Sex Talk with
Yes.
With
Sex
Lauren.
talk with Lauren.
Sex Talk with Hottinger?
Dibs on not editing that one.
Dibs on completely edited.
All
It's
right.
just 60 minutes of a beeping noise.
That's all I want.
Hot
Now,
talk with hot.
Soothing.
and Kyle,
Reaches
did you
pulse.
say Hot Talk with Hottinger? Oh my
Just
god,
rising.
that's a new podcast.